So Bitcoin is dumping right now, down 20% so far since its 49k high, since that's Bitcoin spot ETF news. Now with Grayscale dumping its Bitcoin reserves, where is Bitcoin headed? Is Bitcoin going lower? Is Bitcoin going below 30k? And most importantly, guys, here, what should you do about this situation? Now that we finally have a dip, should you be scared? Should you be selling your coins? Should you be running away from the crypto space? Or is this the right time to be in the space right now? If you guys are interested into actually making it in this space and not just FOMOing into the highs, this video is really important here, where I'm gonna share with you what I think is the right strategy here, as well, guys, some crypto gems, as I know you guys love these things, and we have some crazy news right now, some big news happening, especially with two major meme coins right now. So guys, with no further ado, let's get into this video, and as usual, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure now a lot of you now that never experienced a dump like this on Bitcoin are very surprised right now, as most of you usually like to FOMO at the highs, and usually everyone is happy and euphoric and trying to buy BONK coin and such at the highs, while there were many warning signs like the Bitcoin spot ETF, sell the news, and as well as I've shown you on previous videos, guys, that whenever we see some major meme coin, we do see crashes like we've seen previously. Dogecoin, we've seen a crash, Shiba Inu crash, Pepe coin crash, BONK coin crash. We had all these warning signs, and I've been telling you guys we're gonna get a dip, but that's okay, guys. I got you, and now you have to learn this very important lesson. And now here, guys, it shows you guys how important it is to never FOMO and to understand that dips always come and will always have opportunities in this market, and you should always hold your horses and never jump in when you feel that peak euphoria and FOMO and you feel like you can't resist to buy. Now you have to understand, guys, whenever it feels easy to buy, you should be concerned, because when it's easy to buy, things are doing great, and this means you're gonna experience a short-term happiness but a long-term or somewhat of a mid-term pain. But when it feels painful to buy, like right now, guys, when it feels really painful to buy, you're gonna experience a short-term pain where maybe Bitcoin and the crypto space is gonna keep dumping, but overall you're gonna experience a much longer happiness, a much longer gains, much longer joy, and that is very important here. Now with Bitcoin dumping, guys, where would Bitcoin go here? What are the next levels for Bitcoin? This is very important as well. I'm sure so many of you here are wondering where could we go. Now there is that 37k, which is as well a straight number, a psychological number. People like to find out those right numbers, especially those big hedge funds as we've seen recently, guys. Now we have Fidelity, Bitwise, BlackRock buying a Bitcoin. Now on the daily they are jumping onto that Bitcoin, but on the other hand we also have Grayscale selling their Bitcoin. But the point here, guys, we do have these guys buying down. These guys, they don't do technical analysis like we do. They don't try to time the bottoms simply because they can't fill their billions of dollars orders on one single trade. So they do have clips, and usually they just write those straight numbers like 37k, 36k, 35k. They do as well like those 37k 500, 37k 200. So you see the picture, the straight numbers. So with the technical analysis as well, we do have the 37k as a strong support. Now if we do lose that, then we do have 35k, and then we do have the main one, which is 31k. Now this means, guys, we still can see some further downside, and I've been explaining this on previous videos, guys, that I've been telling you guys we're gonna see something somewhere similar to what we've seen previously in 2019, where Bitcoin was just doing these lower highs, lower lows before a major dump, and then we started the bull market. And something like this could happen here right now, where we see this like playing out, lower highs, lower lows, and then maybe a major dump, and then we start the rally. So that's basically it when it comes to Bitcoin price predictions and such, and what could happen with Bitcoin right now. We could still see something like Bitcoin going to 37k, and maybe even bouncing from here back towards 42k maybe, and then again back below 37k towards 35k, then back again up, then a major jump towards 31k, and then we resume the bull market. Now what this means, guys, now we officially entered that buy the dip phase. Don't be scared. This is the time to be euphoric, like when you were at the highs, when you were looking at BONK coin and such and other coins at highs, and influencers were telling you jump on the train. It's time to get on those coins. It felt easy to buy them. Now you need to recall those emotions. That's how you should be feeling right now. Now I'm gonna give you guys an example with CDY Sond, which is one of the coins that I got in way early in 2023, and I made over 10x on that coin. and a lot of people on my Discord missed this one, and probably a lot of you missed this play, and we've seen it recently rallying. You see this rally there, Sond went from 60 cents to up to $4, and this was a major run. Now this is not the first time that this coin or many other altcoins, they all do this same pattern. It always plays out. Now we can go back in time here. You can see this bump here. A lot of people back then thought they missed the pump, and then we can see back then Sond did the same thing. Now it pumped, everyone thought they missed the pump, it pumped to $5, everyone started buying the highs, and then we've seen that pull back, and Bitcoin pulling back, and the whole crypto space pulled back and then went back to these lows, and then we've seen it again rally. We've seen the huge rally that we see here where it pulled major pumps, and now here guys we're seeing basically the same thing playing out, where we're gonna see probably Sond going back to these lows, those previous lows where nobody really cared about this coin, where no big influencers were talking about this coin, and it's going there right now. And all these altcoins that you've been eyeing, that you've been looking at, that you've been probably buying at the tops, are all going back to their lower prices, to their fair value prices, to where smart money is waiting to buy. And the right strategy is to wait for these coins to go back to their lows, and that's what you want to be accumulating and waiting for that major bull run when we see those major rallies happening. And that's the way to do things here guys, or that's the way how I am doing things, and this is my humble opinion, and this is not a financial advice. Now going back to our favorite meme coins and what's going on here in the space. Now recently we've seen Avalanche, if you've been following me, they were talking about now supporting meme coins because they seen BONK Coin and what it did to the Solana chain. It brought Solana some life and increased the number of users on that Solana blockchain, and basically now Solana is a top blockchain just because of that BONK coin. So Avalanche wants some of that juice, some of that users coming to its blockchain, and right now they are trying to support meme coins. Now the foundation has served a portion of the Culture Catalyst program, which is basically a program meant to support community coins, to include community coins, as we can read here, and they are planning to gobble up and buy those meme coins and start promoting them and such, and start buying them and pumping them to bring in adoption and bring in users toward Avalanche. They want us basically to come into that AVAX chain and start buying whatever we can, and they as well made it pretty simple and easy for us. So they made list of criteria that these meme coins need to have in order for them to get picked up by the Avalanche Foundation. So basically what they need from these meme coins to have is a fair launch, sniper bot resistant, secure, high holder count, which is really important. We're gonna get into that as well here shortly. Low concentration, broad liquidity provisioning, so they do need to be liquid, high liquidity now, minimum lifespan, minimum market cap, so they need to have some sort of a minimum market cap to meet some requirement, and daily trading volume, and to be launched on Avalanche or native to Avalanche. Now I've done some research to make it simple for you guys, and the coins that do meet these criteria now so far, we do have COQ first. Now COQ Inu is one of those popular meme coins right now, and it's as well dumping with the Bitcoin dump, with all the people that hyped up or FOMO'd at the highs. Right now COQ is slowly coming back to roost, coming back to its nest, and coming to these lower prices where it makes sense right now to get into these coins. Now holder counts, which they say is important, they need to have a high holder count. Now the holder count here is pretty high with 41,000 holders. Now they do as well want it to be a fair launch, which basically means there are no whales, nobody holding the majority of the tokens, and it was launched straight onto that liquidity pool or the swaps, none of that pre-sales, none of that. The only whale here, or the only others holding 11%, which is a high amount on COQ Inu, is a KuCoin others, which is an exchange, which is alright here, which is okay. And then the biggest holder holds around 3% or 2%, and they could possibly be as well exchanges, like now COQ is listed as well on Bybit. So this pretty much puts COQ Inu at the top of the list on that Avalanche Foundation trying to gobble up those meme coins. Now the second one, guys, is none other than Kimbo. Now Kimbo stands only at $5 million market cap, which is pretty low, and Kimbo as well has a high holder count, which is around 11,648 holders, with the biggest holder as well holding 3% or 3.5%, which as well makes it fit into the criteria of that Avalanche Foundation. Now these two coins I've been talking about on my channel channel, I do hold some of them, but I haven't really deployed a lot of capital into these coins yet. As I've been saying, guys, right now I'm still waiting for what Bitcoin is gonna do. Now I still think the time to buy is a bit further ahead, and in my opinion, now if we do see major dips in any of these coins, the right strategy is to dollar cost average, which means now if I wanted to invest $1,000, let's say on COQ Inu, I would start with a $200 and then wait for the next dip and then buy another $200 and then wait for the next dip and then buy another $200 and then keep the rest for the major dip. If there was no dip and then I see that there is strength and things are looking brighter, I will deploy the rest in there. And that's the right strategy here, guys. Now remember, the main lesson here in this video, guys, now is when it feels easy to buy, when it feels good to buy, and it feels like, whoa, these things are going up, everything is looking great, you usually are buying the tops, and usually you are buying for a short-term pleasure, and you're gonna see some short-term gains, but then you are putting yourself into long-term or mid-term pain and suffering and feeling bad and possibly capitulating and selling your cryptos because you think it's over. And so the right strategy is to buy when it feels bad to buy, when it feels hard to buy, and it feels kind of weird and your friends are pulling your ear telling you why you are buying. That's usually the right time, or closer to the right time, to be thinking to buy, as it's gonna feel bad for a while. Maybe things are gonna keep dropping, but overall on the long term it's gonna feel way better when everyone is FOMOing at the highs and you are the guy buying the dips. So that's the main lesson here, guys. Now I hope this was a valuable video, guys. In my opinion, you should take this thing seriously if you really want to make it big in this crypto space, guys. We officially now are into that stage or that phase where we do buy the dips and hold and just wait for the bull market. And if we do play our cards right here, guys, we're gonna make it big in the bull market. And I wish you the best of luck to everyone here, guys. And if you are looking for an exchange where you can buy these coins like Kimbo, COQ Inu, and other coins where you don't need no KYC, no VPN, you as well get a bonus on your deposit and a discount on your fees, and you can trade futures as well. You can check out LBank. I'll leave you the link in the description for those that are interested. So I want to thank you again, guys, for tuning in here today, for hanging around here, watching this video. And as usual, guys, nothing is financial advice. This is my humble opinion, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.